Hey there, I think you know who this is. It's Mrs. Schlager making you, yes, another video. So I am logged in as Joe Dirt. Yes, Joe Dirt is my pretend student. And I'm going to go through this assignment. Now, first of all, you should have this green handout. I have a digital copy in Classroom, but I should have given you a paper green copy because we're going to end up stamping this. All right. So I'm going to go, I like the waffle. I guess it's officially called Google Apps. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to go to Classroom. And this is Joe's class. It looks a little different than yours, but that's Joe's class. And you're going to, of course, click on your class. Click on Class Work. That's where you find everything. Okay, mine says upcoming lessons, and you will see this video, which I have posted for you, and also the files and the handout. So mine's upcoming lessons, but yours should have the current day. And so let's take a look at the handout. Now the way this works is when you finish a chunk, let me define a chunk, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you get a stamp. Then there's a few projects, you get a grade. Then you move on to another chunk, 16, 17, 18, 19, I give you a stamp. So that's how that works. And I'm going to hover over this so it tells you the full file name. It's Adobe Illustrator Tutorials Projects 2.zip. Now if you're not familiar with .zip, it is a compressed archive, a compressed chunk of files and videos. So why do I do that? Because it's just a lot quicker since it's a smaller file to copy. So great, and we are going to download this from Classroom. We're going to go ahead and download the files and videos that we need. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And now, if you've taken my class before, you know about this. If you're new, you need to remember this. It will not work unless you go to More Actions. Those three dots are called More Actions. You're just going to click on More Actions, the three dots, and you are going to open in a new window. Now, different. I know it's different. I can't exactly explain why, but we know it works. So go ahead and open in a new window. And what you're going to do next, either download here or download here. Either one will work. I'm going to click on this one. And it's basically telling you it's a really big file you're trying to copy. It's too large for Google to scan for viruses, but since I'm making the video, I guarantee I'm not giving my own computers viruses, so we want to download anyway. And of course, I hope you're in Chrome. You should be in Chrome. Now you look at the bottom, you can see a 1. You can see it here too, but it doesn't give you the progress. But down below, you can tell the progress of the file. So it is downloading. Now think about it. It's going into download. So here is what you're going to do next. You're going to go to Finder. Finder is at the bottom. That is our friend that navigates us around in the operating system. So go ahead and click on this. And you are going to click on Downloads. Choose Downloads. And let me shorten this a little bit. There we go. So when you click on Downloads, you can see that it's just about done. Okay, we are finished, but as long as it says unconfirmed, it's not done. So here's what you're going to do. Click on this once to select it, not twice. Don't click on it twice. Just once click on it. Hold down with your index finger, the left side of the mouse, and you're going to drag it and drop it right onto your orange desktop. Great. So what I want you to do is double click. Again, it's the left side of your mouse. Just go ahead and expand it by double clicking. Okay, there it is. Now this one we don't need anymore, so you're now going to right click on your mouse and you're going to move to trash. Okay, another way to do it, you can just grab this file and push it down into the trash, but you're not done. You need to hold down on that trash can with the left side of your mouse and empty your trash. It likes to warn you in case you're making a mistake. Yes, I'm not making a mistake. Great, so now we've got our files. Now I'm going to open it up and show you what everything looks like here. So you don't want to go into Illustrator projects yet, right? So we're going to start with 6. Pick up your green handout and you can see that you're starting with 11. You're going to get stamps for 11, you're going to get a stamp for 12. Well, when you finish all these lessons, I'm going to give you a stamp on that section. So make sure you're starting out in 06, Create with Drawing Tools. And what you have here is a video that shows you what to do. And you know, I can tell I got this one wrong. You might want to change this. This is supposed to be 14. So, hey, I'm not perfect. Let's see if we got it right now. Understanding fast, draw with pencil, edit, join. Yes, I had a little mistake there. So if you can change it to look like this, I'd appreciate it. So, bottom line is you've got videos that show you what to do with the files. Videos are always MP4, and Illustrator documents are always .ai. All right, so I'm going to pause here and take you through the process to get into, it's basically Creative Cloud. But when you go to launch or double click on 11 Understanding Paths, which I'll go ahead and do. Once you go ahead and click on that, this is what the lesson looks like. But you're going to get a dialog box. So I'm going to stop right here and show you how that whole process works. Okay, so moving on. Again, you should see this folder on your orange desktop that says Adobe Illustrator Tutorials Projects 2. Great. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Now, yours might look like this. All right, and let me show you what happens when it looks like this. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to open another one. Oh, gosh, that doesn't look good at all. So what you're going to have to do is View as List. View as List. And that works a lot better. So, and I'm in a good place to explain to you how this works. There is a file, it's always going to say .ai. There's a video that shows you what to do with that file. Okay, so we've got Understanding Curves and Paths. We've got Understanding Paths. We've got Draw with a Pencil Tool. We've got Pencil Tool Adobe Illustrator file. So you can see, and I can see that I got Edit Paths wrong. So that's actually supposed to be 14. Maybe you can fix that for me because I got the wrong one. All right, we got Understanding Paths, Draw with Pencil Tool, Video, Pencil Tool, File, Edit Paths and Shapes, Video. 14 is the file if you could change that for me. Okay, so there you go. You watch the video and it tells you what to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and double click on the AI because that's going to launch you into Creative Cloud, and you have an account. You actually have 2 accounts. You can work in 2 places, home and school. Can't work in 3 places, but you have 2 different accounts. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on Understanding Paths. Okay, so make sure you are in files and videos, but I'm going to show you a way better way to view these. You want to make sure you're in list. Let me show you why. If you're in icons, it's really hard to see what goes with what. If you click on list, so it is right here, this little icon, and you're going to click on list. All right, so that is going to work a lot better. And I'll go back to understanding paths. So let me show you something else I did real quickly, but you couldn't see. So a lot of it is cut off. You don't want that. You can do a couple things. You can fit artboard in window or fit all in window, depending on if there's more than one artboard, and hopefully that'll make sense eventually. But I'm going to go fit artboard in window. Notice the keyboard shortcut is Command 0. It's not O, it's a number, so Command 0. Great. So that worked great. It's a little bit too small, so I'm going to try the other one. View, fit artboard in window. Okay, great. Now I need to go back and find the video. Understanding paths and curves, and I'm going to grab the corner here. I do it without thinking about explaining what I'm doing, but whenever you're against the edge or against the corner there, you can just drag that, and the top, very top, is where we can move it. All right, so I'm going to click here. So that should help you, but there's one other thing. Look at the tools. Tools don't quite look the same as yours, or if they don't look like this, I'm going to show you what I did. So I went to Essentials. I'm not sure what it was on. Yeah, I'm not sure which, but anyway, you want to go to Essentials. So when you click on this little icon here and go to Essentials, you'll notice that your tools are the same as mine. And by the way, there's this, if you don't like them side by side, rather have them longer. And I can carefully click on that and put those tools back where they're supposed to be. They are detachable though. Okay, so let's see, one last thing. Okay. So there's things you're going to do to each file. This one, I believe all you're doing is kind of changing the file. Just doing something like this, so I expect it to look, different than what it was. So you're going to make the changes. Oh, really important. All you do is go File, Save. That's all you do. And let me show you what you can say, okay. You don't save as, you don't move it. So let me show you what is one of the things I look at. If you look at the dates, if someone shows me, oh, I'm done, and it says June 25th, 2022, I'm like, yeah. So it'll update the date, and I can also ask you to show it to me, and I can tell that you made the needed changes that the video was asking for. So that is how it works. It's easy and a nice way to get familiar with some of the features of Illustrator. So we're ready to go.